What up, SNA assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another podcast video about 2 minutes later after making a very interesting Monday Night Raw review video. And also, I'm going to be talking about this time. It's about football now, and it's Monday Night Football on October 28, 2024. Pittsburgh Steelers hosting the New York Giants in their home stadium at Acrisure. And this was a very very splendidly wonderful game and matchup. Like at first, it was slow. It started out slow, like with them hardly scoring at the first half, but the second half was definitely what you want to watch. Like in my opinion, like it was totally like 4.5 stars. Like if you ask me, if I give out my personal opinions. And I can just give you a little bit of a warning. This review video is going to be it's going to be a little quick and short and to the point. Like you're not getting into too many specifics. Hopefully, I don't make some of the viewers mad. But I'm just going to start off with them at the first half, like which it started off, I believe, was with who was it? It was with I'm not sure. I hardly watch. I'm trying to remember. Like I just watched it really quick. Like right. Right before I made my Raw review video. But I'm just gonna say that I believe it started off with the Giants. Like they made it to the field, made it to like nearly the red zone, but in the field goal range. But they got stopped at fourth down. They had no choice but to kick a field goal, which I believe was like about 40, 30 yards. And then this is where Pittsburgh, like they got the ball, like they were doing some really good yardage numbers. But they got stopped eventually at near the red zone as well, and they had to go for a field goal. It was even 3-3, and I'll say that I would say like the same, like when they kicked it right back to what's their name, the New York Giants. This is where they got. That's where then it was the Giants. They were in the what they gained some yardage, like, and even though like they got a couple like third down conversions and maybe even like fourth downs if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, they started throwing it to the receivers and running backs after receivers and running backs passing, like them running it, like, and it got like about, I'll say the running back probably got like a little bit over like 100 yards, like, and also they got stopped, and it was they had to go for another field goal. Well, I think that's what happened. And in the first half, the first quarter, it was like 6-3, and then this where Pittsburgh starts stepping in. This is where we got Russell Wilson finally launched it to, who was it? It was Calvin Pickens. I'm not Calvin. I'm not talking about that. Calvin's Austin. Yeah, Calvin Austin. But it was George Pickens, like, which he has the same first name as $1 Million Bailey's boyfriend on the 49ers. And speaking of the 49ers, I think this was probably I'll say like just as good, if not better, than the San Francisco versus Dallas game, and that was a total terrific contest as well. Like this is probably like good to better, like kind of situation when it comes to the NFL games lately, like for the 2024 season side of things, I guess you could say. But yeah, they finally got a touchdown, but I think they missed the extra point, which they made it like 9-6, and that was like the end of the game, like because like every time they try to score again on the second quarter, they just keep getting stopped by their own by each other's defenses, respectively, whenever they were in the drive. And then even T.J. Watt and like a couple other defensive linemen were sacking Daniel Jones as well, like. But yeah, that was they probably hardly did like compared to what they did on the second half. But we're just gonna cut to the point and then talk about what happened in the second half and the third quarter, like with what's their names? What their names are? With the Pittsburgh Steelers scored another touchdown, like with this time, like with them stopping what's their names, the the New York Giants in another drive, like they were at like fourth quarter. I'm not fourth quarter, fourth down. That's the fourth quarter. I mean fourth down. Yes. What am I even saying right now? This is where they had to kick it. This is where we got Calvin Austin. Yeah, this is where he ran it for like a 40-yard run, like in this punt return, like it made it all the way to the end zone. And this is where there was a flag on the play. However, this is where like the referee didn't explain what exactly was who got the flag, and it was somebody on the kicking team, which was on the New York Giants that was kicking it right into Pittsburgh, but the penalty was declined because because the penalty was not on the Steelers, and they accepted the touchdown. They declined it, like because it's not like they pushed. And also, the Giants didn't push it back. They gained some yardage and were right in the end zone for a touchdown. They were like about 16 and 16-6 at this point, if I'm not mistaken. It was like a 10-point game until we got. The Giants managed to get a field goal. That's where then we got. Pittsburgh did score another touchdown, this time with who was it? It was I totally forgot like this time around, like because they I'll say who was it? Was it Pickens, if I'm mistaken again? Yeah. Or no, it was he passed it was Russell Wilson. He passed it to Calvin Austin again, which made it like about 26 now, like. Oh no, wait, but I don't think before they made a touchdown, they kicked a field goal, which it was like about it was a touchdown. It was 23. It was 23-9. Yeah, because he threw it to Calvin Austin. Yeah, he threw it right onto him. He caught the ball, ran it right straight in the end zone. They got the extra point. They kicked it right into to what's their names to the New York Giants. This is where they finally scored a touchdown. This is where they finally scored a touchdown though when they got the ball, even though it took them like an extra. I'll say like probably an extra few minutes, like in the last minute in the third quarter, but they got the touchdown, which in the scoreboard was probably like about 7. It was like 14 and 7. Yeah, like on the third quarter, which it was like, which the final score was like 15-23. That's where we got the. This is where Pittsburgh did. This is where Pittsburgh got the ball again. This is where they try to do their best to try to get another touchdown. Unfortunately, they couldn't manage to get the touchdown. This is where they had to settle for a field goal at the fourth quarter. The beginning of the fourth quarter, it was 26-15. Like this is where the New York Giants got it. Like it was like still the middle of. That's where it was in the middle of the. It was the middle of the what they called the. It was the middle of the fourth quarter, like with them doing no huddles. They were just getting to the point, trying to score some points. But once they were like in the, I'll say they were like in the 8-minute mark. This is where they maybe it could have been 7, but they managed to kick a field goal once they got stopped like in 4th and long. This is where they kicked the field goal, making it 18-26. This is where then Pittsburgh then what was the first time we got what's their names Pittsburgh, but I think they got stopped at the fourth down, like once they got the ball back, and this is where we got this is where we also got what's his name Russell Wilson. Yeah, I don't know if they got sacked or who or he tried to pass it to a running back or I think he tried to throw it to a receiver, but they got denied by the Giants, and then it's where the Giants they're trying to go for play a game of comeback, like with them only got like about a few minutes, like 5 minutes left, but this is where And where we saw that what's his name sacked him and stripped him. T.J. Watt. This is where I believe he jumped right on top of it. This is where it even got a reaction from his family members, like including his brother J.J. Watt, with him tweeting out some fire emojis and congratulating him and stuff. That the commentator showed right on the screen, which that was pretty phenomenally funny. Like if that's the word to use in the reaction, which it was totally hilarious. Goofy football of the night, and I'm start doing that, like calling it Goofy Football of the Night Awards, since I'm starting to get used to doing these like primetime football review videos, I'm gonna start saying stuff like this, and also like I do in wrestling, of course. But yeah, this is where but this is where we got Pittsburgh Steelers trying to do something about this drive and trying to make sure they maintain in the lead and even start running out the clock, like make sure they do get a guaranteed win. But the what's it called what's their names? The New York Giants managed to stop them in 4th and long. They had to kick the ball right back to them. This is where they had another chance, like a little bit over 2 minutes left, though. Like this was double pressure than before. Like with Daniel Jones keep passing it to his running back and his receivers, but on. This is where we got. Let's see. We got Oh, it was Tracy Jr. that got the touchdown reception. That's who it was. And then this is where we got uh that's where then we got what's his name? At the last second, like which it was probably like I'm not sure if it was second or third down, but this is where we got Daniel Jones was trying to seek a specific wide receiver, but this is where it ends up getting immediately picked off by and then we got picked off by Bishop Jr. That's the person's name I remember. Like that picked it off, like number 31. That's what his number jersey was when it tipped right out of it. That's intended receiver that he was trying to throw it to, and then it went right into his hands, and he ran it like for a few yards. But this is where he got pushed out of bounds. This is where the Russell Wilson and the rest of the Pittsburgh Steelers decided to just knee it down because there was only like about 40 seconds left. This is where they just start kneeing it like about a couple of times until they ended the game. And the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the New York Giants 26-18, just about 8 points in the lead. Even if the New York Giants did score the touchdown, they still need to worry about going for even though it kind of sounds too biased, even for me being a Chiefs fanboy, but we only got two teams that done this, and that was the Miami Dolphins back in the 80s when Dan Marino was the quarterback, and then when Tom Brady was the quarterback for the New England Patriots back in 2008, was it? Or was it 7? I forgot. I think it was when he lost to Eli Manning at the Super Bowl at one of those years. But I just hope the Chiefs do the same like Miami and New England did, like when they were 16-0. But since they have an extra week and have an extra game, making it 17 games in the 18 week, rather than 16 games in 17 weeks. And some of y'all probably are unaware, and say but how come there's 18 weeks, but only out of 18 weeks, but only 17 games for each team? Well, that's because each team be decided a few out of the few that's going to be getting a bye week. And that depends on who the team that's going to get bye weeks from October to November to make it even for each team will not play for one of the weeks out of the 18 games, but they do play the 17 games in in that period. Like, but they only have 1 week off out of the season. Like for each team, like it could be like like a few could have the week off like on in the middle of October, and then the next few be having the week off for the next week, and then in the end of October, and then the beginning of November, and until the middle of November. And that's when every team is going to be playing on Thursday. Every team will be playing. Most of the majority is going to play on Sundays, while two teams are going to play against each other on a Monday or Sunday, like before and after the Sunday's games. And then, yeah, and then two teams, like out of the mass majority of the what's that called? The Sunday's games going to be playing on the Sunday primetime Sunday night football game. So I hope I uh, I explained correctly, like how like there's 18 weeks on NFL season, but there's only 17 games for each team. That's because like some of them like takes weeks off like during the middle of the season between October and November, like depending on which team is going to be getting the weeks off, depending on the handful of the few teams that's going to get the weeks off first, second, third, fourth, until like we got like until the last team that gets the week off, like get that time off, like until like in the middle of November, somewhere down. I agree, even the end of November, like that's when we're gonna finally gonna see all the teams gonna be playing in the weeks, like and for December, of course, like for the end of the season. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section right down below about tonight's game, and were you very interested and very entertained with the game, and do you think it was just as good as the Sunday night football game between San Francisco and Dallas? Let me know also about that as well. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it's too short, but yeah, I have a couple reasons why I made it very short. One, because it's getting a little late, and second of all, it's like I can hardly remember like what could happen right now. Like, and I even have like the stats like to see like who I got touchdowns, who got the interceptions, like and stuff like that. Like memorized it, and then just did this video real quick and stuff like that. Like I'm gonna try again, and again, it's very difficult to pace it like just by like looking right back at it, like after watching it live, of course. But I hope I did a really good job of talking about the short and sweet and to the point parts of the game. And I and yeah, and if you like this video, please make sure to hit the big thumbs up button. Consider hitting the subscribe and post notification bell if you also haven't already. Also, I want to ask you, assassinators, that I want to ask you, assassinator, how would you rate this game? I would give it, yeah, 4-star review, like on how they executed, how the teams executed their the plays in the game, like with Daniel Jones's attempts to try to come back, with Russell Wilson's determination of winning this game, of make sure he bees in the lead and stays in the lead. Like, and yeah, and something just tells me that they're probably going to be second place in the AFC division, like with the Chiefs being number one. And I think that the Chiefs do play against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that's going to be very frightening and scary. I hope the Chiefs will win and maintain undefeated at that time. I think they're going to face them in the middle of November. Correct me if I'm wrong, like, but maybe I should schedule that right now before I end this video. When is the Chiefs taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers? Is going to be scheduled. Oh, it's gonna be on Christmas Day. Yeah, it's gonna be on like what's the primetime game? It's gonna be actually on December 25th, 2024, and it's gonna be I believe it's Sunday Night Football. Yeah. Which I'll say the last time I can remember watching the Sunday Night Football game on Christmas Day with the Chiefs was probably like back in 2016, December 25th, 2016, against the Denver Broncos, which the Chiefs, obviously did win that game. But yeah, it says that the Chiefs going to be in Acrisure Stadium, and that's going to be very funny. And you're going to expect for your favorite Super Ninja assassin that's going to be what they call gonna be calling the actions on YouTube, like of reviewing this game. That's probably gonna be the only podcast I'm probably gonna do on Christmas Day is the Chiefs versus the Steelers. Yeah. And I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope the Chiefs, as much as I'm also a Pittsburgh Steelers fan right now, I'm a bigger Chiefs fan than they are. But I wish both teams the best in the game, and I hope they put on like a very successful yellow or red. Yeah, either red or yellow. Like if the Chiefs wins, it's gonna be red. But if Pittsburgh wins, I'm gonna be wearing yellow, like for the Christmas Day game, and like who you're picking. Are you going to be in Team Chiefs with your favorite Super Ninja assassin, or you're going to be on the Pittsburgh side? Let me know about that in the comment section right down below. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Yeah, again. And also make sure to check out my wrestling news video. Yes, I'm going to be wearing yellow again for that video, and where I'm going to be talking about the wildest and intriguing news stories, rumor that you assassinations need to know on the Fightful Select article. Also, I'm going to be making my NXT review video, likely, which we're going to be seeing the likes of Javon Evans and what's his name? Cedric Alexander going to be taking on Nathan Frazier and Axiom for the NXT Tag Team Championship. And then also we got Alexis King alongside his corner man, which is the father of Charlie Dempsey and the reigning defending, also known as the reigning defending Heritage Cup champion. And that is none other than William Regal, King's going to be facing the No Quarter Catch crew leader. And also we will be seeing the debut of Zarya. And who do you think is going to be winning all these matches respectively? Let me know in the comment section right down below. And I'm also going to assume that Bubba Ray Dudley is going to be expecting to be making an appearance tonight following his appearance at NXT Halloween Havoc when he was like the special guest, I guess, correspondence, like in the arena, along with his Busted Open Radio co-host David Gressa, and he even got interrupted with Rich Holland trying to make a name for himself by saying that why is he doing here and he should go, and he's the real star of this show and not Bubba, and he did it twice, on the on the pre-show, the pre-show kickoffs and during the show in the middle of the show, after one of the matches of the pay-per-view premium live event, with Bubba Ray Dudley was getting very irritated, to say the least, saying I already warned you once and now I'm gonna warn you twice. Don't ever come back here and do this again. But yeah, and he made it. He promised, and he was a man of his word on that. But he found another way to provoke Bubba Ray, and that was attacking Jordan Williams, and outnumbering him, helping out Ethan Page, beating him up, and that's when Bubba Ray Dudley, then seeing the fans looking at him saying, "Go help Trick," and that's where he's like, "What else I had to do?" Because nobody else wasn't doing it, so he went out there, he evened the odds, and if he still looks good fighting guys like Ridge and Ethan Page, two young up-and-coming WWE stars, I think he still has one more run left in him. Even if it's on NXT, I think he should have he should start things off in this final run. Wrestling in NXT by next week on the ECW Arena, teaming with Trick Williams against Ridge Holland or Ethan Page. But some say it could be just Ridge Holland that he could be facing in a one-on-one match, like at the ECW Arena, at the 2300 Arena. That's what it's called now. And which one do you think is going to be? Is it going to be a tag team match, like teaming with Trick against both Ethan and Ridge, or is it going to be just Bubba versus Ridge? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But I would like to see that. I hope I review that. And that's probably the one thing I'm going to be doing, along with doing the AEW Dynamite review video, like trying to avoid the election night, I guess you could say, or not. How I'm going to avoid it, because I'm probably not going to be doing no prime time review videos. So I'm just going to skip that night and I'm probably just going to be doing the wrestling news, but I'm going to probably do most likely in the afternoon. But yeah. But let me know in the comments below what I should do on election night. Try to avoid who's going to be president, because I'm not sure who should be president right now, because I'm not in the politics. Yeah, I'm just here. I'm just like a sports and anime and animation guy, that love to talk about what's going on in the world of football, wrestling, in all the very popular animation series and anime and movies as well, in shows and etc. What's going on in the entertainment world, rather than what's in the office, what's going on in the office of the United States in the nation's capital in Washington D.C. Unless it's somebody that I know and that I actually care about, whether if it's a friend or a family member or my favorite celebrities or one of my favorite wrestlers or maybe football players, unless they become president or some kind of a senate, I would root for them and vote for them, but other than that, I'm not much of a political guy. But yeah, I guess I'll let you guys go right here, and that'll be it for today's video. I hope, again, I hope you love the video I just made along with the Raw review video. And for those that haven't watched the Raw review, and if y'all interested enough to watch it, go ahead and watch it. It's already available on my channel at Just Super Ninja Austin. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next video with some more SNA content. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin out of here. Bye-bye, y'all. Take care. Have a safe Monday night for the rest of your night. And I'll see you guys soon.